Seconds. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Fall One Acts. We have a little bit of technical difficulties, and my camera should be on, and it's not for some reason. I don't know. Maybe you guys can see me. Maybe you guys can't. There I am.
Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Welcome to the.
So again, hi, my name is Mr. Honorado. I am in charge of the production crew. Miss Baker will be joining me in this Zoom room in just one moment. And that's because Mr. Honorado was fighting with Zoom all day today. And so here we are. We are in a green, I am in a green space because sometimes when you are faced with a global pandemic, you have to improvise a little bit. So let me say hi to everybody who is watching on the YouTube page. And we are joined here by Ms. Baker Jackson. Say hello, Ms. Baker Jackson, at your convenience. Although I can't hear you at the moment because you're muted. There we go. You got to unmute yourself. It's the button with the microphone, with the thing right there. Nope. Hold on. There. There we go.
Hi, all. Welcome. I'm super excited to see these performances. I got to watch the recording, and now I get to see it all fancified by our production crew.
It's pretty exciting. We worked very, very hard over the last. So just to kind of give everyone a quick one too about how this all worked. The one acts are written and produced or written in junior year by students in Miss Baker Jackson's theater class. They are then, we choose which ones we think we should be performing live, and we decided last year which ones we wanted to do with the assumption that we would be back in the building, and we weren't. So we decided to do it in a different kind of way. And Ms. Baker drove all around the city to try and drop off green screens to every single student who is in the cast, and that was a fun time.
And stalk everyone and where they live. It's lovely.
That's true. I've got a couple of crew people coming in and out. We are going to start the show in just a minute. Let me quickly tell you about how our production crew did this. We recorded all of the performances over a Zoom like we're doing. We were in, I think, as Ms. Baker Jackson so aptly put it, we were in the Zoom where it happened. Because that was great. That was amazing. Like, mind blown. Not meta. So fantastic. Well, we recorded it and on a Saturday. The production crew got it and did what they could do. And keep in mind, I'm gonna give a big shout out to my crew. This is the first time that we've ever done this. And a lot of them, this is the first time that they've ever record or edited anything. And this was our dry run for the musical, and the musical Cabaret is going to be a wild experience for all of us. And I know that they're already shaking in their boots a little bit. So
excited and scared.
Yeah, a little excited and scared. So what we're going to do is the entire production runs 1 hour and 13 minutes and 45 seconds. And we have a really great cast. We have a really great crew. I did not include the link to the program, Miss Baker Jackson. I don't know if that's if we could drop that in a.
I can, because I shared it with you twice.
Oh, I'm saying in the YouTube page. They have it. They don't have it in the YouTube page, but I will put a link in there.
Cool.
All right. So we are live all over the internets right now, and we are going to begin. The run is going to go to. It's going to go from for Amy, followed by a show called We're Just Kids, and then followed by a show called D and Delighted. I will tell you that the first two, much like uh, our one acts on a regular basis and Forever and they tend to deal with some pretty dark topics, or they tend to deal with not dark topics at all. So I will give you a bit of a content warning, just a bit. There is some discussion and of suicide, school violence, depression, and there's a lot of stuff. And I got to say that the people who wrote these did a really great job to kind of encapsulate some of the things that are happening within the mind of our students and of our school population and of our world. And so big shout out to all of our directors and our actors and our cast members and crew members and you guys as just students, because I know that this isn't easy. And so I appreciate you guys being here, and I appreciate all the hard work that went into this. So, excuse me. So, Ms. Baker Jackson, if you want to say anything else, I'm going to shut up, and then we'll be ready to get going in just a moment here. So,
so we are starting with For Amy, and we have some of our cast members from For Amy with us. We have Ailey here with us. Ailey, you want to say hi?
Hello.
Hello. And we have hi. And we have Sarah with us. Sarah, would you like to say hi?
Hi.
Hello. And we have, I saw her earlier, Zoe is with us. Zoe, would you like to say hi?
Hello. I'm
Hello. So these three individuals, along with a couple others who are not able to join us, were in this show For Amy that does deal with a really heavy topic of suicide. And unfortunately, it is something that students sometimes think about. And we always want our students at Reagan to know that staff and friends and family are here for you. And so hopefully this story can help get that idea across. So, Mr. Honorato, we are ready to see For Amy.
Have a great first day of school. Sorry I had to leave work early and couldn't make you a proper breakfast. Don't forget to take your medication. Dr. Thistle said it would help you with your anxiety. You're going to have a great day. Hey, junior year, it's insane.
Yeah, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Why not, man?
You gotta be open-minded.
I don't know. It feels kind of off. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love you guys, but I just feel super anxious.
Ooh, did you have like a premonition? An angel spoke to you, huh?
Haha. No, the vibes are just off.
You've been saying that for like 3 years. Come off it.
No, you come off it.
Oh, yeah, haha, you're just jealous that I'm in a functioning relationship.
Barely. All he does is, hey, babe, want to play video games, babe? Hey, babe, watch me dab, babe.
Yeah, you guys can laugh now. In the spring now, I'll be laughing when you guys have no dates and sit at the corner of the dance all alone.
Okay, guys, stop arguing. We've all got each other.
Yeah, cool. And we're also on for after school. Amy's place, right?
Sure.
What are we gonna watch?
Ooh, what about Canadian Samurai Warriors?
Oh, come on. We all know that's just a knockoff of German Night Challenge.
I guess. Ugh, I'm so bored. Who can entertain me?
Let's play a game. How about Truth or Dare?
Very cliche. Let's do it.
Okay, I'll go first. Carson, Truth or Dare?
Dare.
Ooh, courageous, are we?
feel lucky.
Okay. Switch stocks with Maddie.
Sure thing. Maddie, truth or dare?
Dare.
Text my mom asking for a date.
No.
Come on, Maddie. She's single and ready to mingle.
Okay, guys, that's enough.
No. It's my turn. Amy, truth or dare?
Truth.
Who do you like?
Dare. I meant dare.
Sister. You chose truth. So give it.
I like, I mean,
Amy, what's up?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, obviously there's an it, so spill.
I'm thinking about voting for Trump.
Wait.
Guys, just seriously, I'm fine. Just drop it.
Amy, but we just...
I said I'm fine.
Thanks for agreeing to come in before school. Most students just roll their eyes at me when I ask for early morning meetings. How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
Can you give me some more information? Are you still dating that girl, Maddie? How is she?
We broke up.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. How does that make you feel?
I'm fine. I broke it off with her. She's getting too close.
What do you mean, too close?
Nothing. Look, I have to go study for my biology quiz.
Okay, yes, your studies should come first, but I'd like to see you again next week. Shall we say same time, same day?
Sure.
I worry about that girl. Seems to be distancing herself from friends. Follow up in 1 week.
Look, maybe she's running a little late.
I don't know. You know what? Yeah, maybe you're right.
So what? I don't care about her anymore.
Shut up, Maddie. She's your friend. How can you even say that?
We aren't friends. Not anymore. Not for a while.
What the hell does that even mean?
It means that ever since we ended, we haven't been friends.
Oh, yeah, but you both hang out all the time.
Yeah, we stay civil because of you guys. And no, we really don't. We all used to hang out all the time. But in the last few weeks, we've seen less and less of Amy. Think about it. And I'm done with her and her secrets.
Seriously? Show some empathy.
I'm done acting. She can bite it for all I care.
Don't say that. She's going through something and it's our job to help. Why can't you see that? She needs us.
Hi.
Hey, Amy, what's up? I see you were already at school. Why?
Just need to speak with Miss Hanks about biology. I'm fine.
You always are.
What is your problem? You used to be so nice and now you're just mean. Is it because we dated for 2 months? 2? You're upset that I lost feelings? Grow up.
Oh, I should grow up. You're the one who started avoiding me and then said that I had the audacity to ignore you. I did my best, but you were too stuck up to see that.
Just need to speak. You're so entitled, so conceited. You don't care about anyone.
always are. Yeah, you're right. I don't.
Oh my God.
I thought we were friends.
So nice.
I don't know what you want
the
from me.
most. Is it because we dated for
What's
2
that
months?
about?
2?
I don't know. They can never get along. But we can't take sides, Carson, right?
Right. Who knows what would happen if we did?
We need to coerce them into an agreement.
I don't think that'll work.
We need to try.
What about her parents? Can they help us?
Professor Mayer, her parents split up and her dad moved away. And her mom works all those long hours and it's never home. When her parents were splitting up, she told us everything. So why wouldn't she this time? It makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. Maybe we should go back and check on her. Amy, we're here. We're worried about you. Where have you been the last 2 days?
I'm fine. Please, just go away.
No, Amy, we care about you.
No.
What's the point? She won't listen. We should just go.
Maddie, we need to help her.
Why? She doesn't want us to. Hey, Amy, you're right. I'm going. Be fake. I don't care. You obviously never cared. Or he's keeping secrets.
Come on, Amy, let us in.
Yeah, I'm alone. I don't know what's happening. I just got so scared and then mad and like about everything and so fast. It's like no matter what I do, nothing seems to go right. My friends barely talk to me. Maybe it's because I pushed them away. My dad left me because I'm such a horrible kid. I'm so upset all the time, but I can't reach out to anyone. I've been doing things I don't normally do, and some of it's dangerous. But what do I have to lose? I mean, seriously. You want to know my secret? Everything that goes wrong in my life is my fault. My parents got divorced and my dad moved away to live with his new wife. I know he moved away because he hates me. Now my mom has to work more than 100 hours a week just so that she can put food on the table and support us. If I wasn't here, she wouldn't have to pay for my college. My friend Maddie wanted to be more than friends, but it didn't work for me. Now all my friends hate me for it. Everything is my fault!
Amy, we're still out here.
Amy, open up. We know you're in there. Please, we need to talk.
What's going on? She still won't let you in?
She won't respond or let us in. Have you tried calling her mom?
Her mom won't pick up, and why the hell are you even here?
I came here to apologize. I felt bad.
You felt bad. I bet this entire thing was your fault.
We shouldn't have played Truth or Dare.
No, we shouldn't have, but now we need to focus on helping Amy.
Just bust down the door,
Ah, property damage.
I guess.
Wait, where do you guys hear that? Was the garage door open when we arrived?
Call 911. It's been 4 months.
Yeah.
4 months. What could they want to tell us now?
We shouldn't have just waited outside. We should have broken down the door to help her.
I still can't help feel like it's our fault.
I'm sorry that I pulled you all out of class today, but I have something I want to share with you. Amy's mom was cleaning out her room last weekend and found a note left for you, May. Amy's mom didn't know whether to give it directly to you, and since I had been working with Amy, she gave it to me to give to you.
Wait, what do you mean you were working with Amy?
Amy and I would meet sometimes if she was feeling anxious or just wanted to talk to someone. Amy's mom didn't read the letter, and neither did I. But she did think you might not want to read it alone.
Hey May, how are you? I hope you're well. If you're reading this, I'm not around anymore. I wanted to tell you how sorry I am. I know that these past few weeks have been awful. Maddie and I bickering all the time. It's a lot to deal with, and for that, I apologize. I caused so many problems, didn't I?
We never paid our issues any attention, did we?
We never really talked about it. Never followed up.
We need to do better. I mean, not just for us, but for other people too. Amy could not have been the only one.
You're right, May. Amy isn't the only one. You have classmates who struggle with anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. But you need to know that you are not alone. You have help and resources, and you should never be afraid to ask for it.
I know Amy wasn't the only person hiding her true feelings and suffering alone. We need to be kind and supportive to everyone.
Yeah, and maybe we can even talk to our principal about creating a club dedicating to students struggling with mental health.
Yeah, I can get on board with that. Miss Jones, could you help us work with the administration to help other students?
I'd love to help you with that.
Yeah, and maybe we can even name the club after Amy, like Amy's Assistants, Amy's Associates? Okay, yeah, we'll work on a name.
Okay, we kind of have a plan. We can do this. For Amy,
For Amy.
School shootings are an unnecessary worry that students today face constantly. While I was conscious of the threat posed by school shootings in my daily life in previous years, these worries and fears presented themselves heavily my junior year of high school. It takes experiencing a school shooting threat to understand how impactful these issues are. After the shooting threat, my experiences and thoughts while at school had been permanently altered. While yes, I acknowledge that I was not in an active shooter situation, I could have been if that day had occurred differently. Writing this one act was the hardest thing I have ever done. But it will all be worth it if I can tell one person that we as kids are genuinely scared of school shootings on a daily basis, and that we want change. While writing this play, I drew on my own experiences and things I overheard throughout the entire day. This one act aims for authenticity in emotion and feeling. Keep the reality of these events in mind as you watch. Scene 1. Students are seen trickling into the classroom as the beginning of the scene unfolds, up until Miss Turner's announcement. Kate and Grace can be seen wearing mesh backpacks, grabbing books and notebooks from their backpacks and putting them on the table they share. Miss Turner is by her desk prepping her notes for the day and is writing on the whiteboard various assignments and announcements.
I hate this class.
It isn't that bad.
Let me rephrase. Writing essays every other class is dumb.
Well, I can't argue with that, but it is our last class of the day, and it's Friday. I mean, come on, don't be a cranky old lady.
Did you just call me an old lady?
You heard me.
Well, if I'm an old lady, then you're a TikTok star, and we both know that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Hey, I will get TikTok famous eventually. I almost have 5,000 views on my TikTok.
Yeah, whatever. What did you get on that calc test?
Starts nervously laughing to suggest she did not get a good score, taking the place of saying, "Of course I failed. What do you expect?"
Let's not talk about that.
If you need help, I can tutor you, Grace. I want you to do well.
It's not that. I understand everything we're learning in calc. It's just when we sit down to take the tests, I forget everything. I can't take tests when I can't perpetually think.
I felt that. That's me in physics.
Do not get me started on physics.
I mean, I like it. It's just really hard. But yeah, I totally thought I was going to fail that calc test after we took it.
Oh, and what did you get, Kate? Wait, let me guess. An A.
No, I actually got a B.
That's still good. Did you understand that presentation we got in global politics?
Yeah, you have to research a candidate and their campaign tactics for the recent election. For example, of course, I got the president as my candidate, and I swear having to keep tabs on him is the absolute worst. Like, have you seen how the president is trying to pull another Russia?
The president making a complete fool of himself isn't really anything new, Kate.
This is different than the usual stuff. He's trying to dig up dirt on his possible opponents for the 2020 election. He was asking some foreign minister dude to dig up dirt on Biden for him so he wouldn't have to face him during the election. Can you believe it? The president of the United States is acting like a complete asshole.
No, our president being a complete asshole? Never.
Language.
Sorry. I know it sucks. I wish he wasn't president either.
Yeah, I wish his own party would figure out what an idiot he is. But hey, I'm just a dumb teenager to them. My opinion doesn't matter.
Adults just won't listen. But we're just teens, right? But yeah, I get it.
It seems the only time adults actually want to pay attention to my opinions is when I'm writing college essays. Then they want to see our personalities. But other than that, they just don't care.
Hey, how are your applications coming along?
I may or may not have applied to way too many schools that all have acceptance rates under 15%. Can't wait to get my dreams crushed.
Of course you would.
A bell cuts off Grace, and the girls finish unpacking, while Miss Turner heads to the front of the room.
All right, class, let's get to our seats. We have a lot to get through today.
The students get to their seats and plop down. Some get some notebooks open, while others just stare blankly at the wall.
Here we go. Time to fall asleep for another hour.
Today, you'll have more time to complete your poetry analysis essay. The rubrics are on my website and on Google Classroom. You'll be graded on multiple criterions, so make sure to check the rubrics so we aren't as confused as we were last unit.
Directed at Kate and Grace.
I expect everyone to be working on this assignment.
Great.
If your phones are out, I'll do you a favor and put them in my handy-dandy phone hotel right over there. Understood?
One or two students nod.
Good. Get to work. If you have any questions, come to my desk, and if you need to check out any poems from the library, come see me and I'll write you a pass.
I'm going to fail this essay. Like, who actually understands poetry? All poetry is, or seems to be, is old white guys complaining about their struggles. But do old white guys even have any struggles? I mean, other than back pain or...
Sometimes poetry can be good. I mean, have you read Milk and Honey by Ruby Kaur? But this stuff, I don't care about anything this dude said. All Poe does is act like a creepy serial killer. It's weird.
Over the PA, a woman speaks to the students. Students, staff, we have a code yellow. Please close and lock your classroom doors and do not permit students to leave the classroom for any reason. Once again, staff, we have a code yellow lockdown.
What is that? Is it like a code red?
It means that there's a potential threat that the school is looking at, like a shooter or something dangerous like that.
Is it a drill?
I don't know. Let me ask.
Kate gets up and goes to Miss Turner's desk.
Miss Turner,
Yes, Kate?
is this code yellow a drill?
Not that I know of, Kate. We weren't told about any scheduled drills that were happening today, but I'm sure everything is fine. We have good security measures. Probably just some rumor. You kids and your social media don't help in these situations.
Okay.
I'm sure everything is fine. Why don't you continue working on your essay? I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of argument you're creating over the assigned poetry.
Thanks.
Walking back to the table.
It's not a drill. Turner said she didn't get any information about a drill happening today.
What do you mean? Turner doesn't know anything?
She said she didn't. I don't know, Grace. I'm guessing everything will be okay. No need to worry.
What happens if they find a threat?
They would have to call a code red, which means we hide. I really don't want to think about this. We should keep working.
What poems are you writing about?
Frantically flipping through her notebook in a frenzy.
I haven't decided yet.
Something doesn't feel right.
I know.
I'm sure it's just a drill. We have to do stuff like this all the time.
Yeah, We never do code yellow drills anyway, so it's good they decide to put some into place. Just in case a real code yellow ever happens, at least we'll be prepared.
Do you remember the first code red drill we did?
Yeah, we could have been more than 5 years old.
I remember Miss K telling us that we had to hide from the bad guys, and, well, I remember thinking that she meant Scar from The Lion King.
Yeah, I remember that. Now we actually know what a code red is. We should keep working. Like you said, it's probably just a drill.
How should I write my thesis?
What do you have so far? I mean, what's your argument?
I don't know. I was thinking about something with Poe's obsession with death. I mean, obsession is a light word. Infatuation? That's a little bit better, but Poe was kind of crazy about a lot of things, though, I guess. You're right. He does sound like a creepy serial killer.
I get what you mean. With those ideas, you could look at Annabelle Lee and the Raven and talk about how he thought he was haunted by death all of his life. If you really look at a biography about Poe, all of his loved ones were never around long enough for him. In a sense, I'm sure he felt that death was something he couldn't escape.
Oh, I remember those poems. They were the super sad, angsty ones, right?
Kate nods and pulls out the poems to hand to Grace. Grace skims them.
Interesting. That sounds too familiar.
What?
I mean, if you look at Poe's word choice, he calls Annabelle and himself children, and then goes on to list all of the terrible things that have happened to them, almost like adulthood was forced onto them throughout the poem. And, well, with the death aspect, it just seems familiar.
I'm not following.
Well, look at what's happening in the world. There have been so many shootings that it all seems to blur together. Like, we're desensitized to it until something new shows up in the news, and, well, we shouldn't be desensitized to these things. I mean, like Poe said in the poem, we're children. We shouldn't have to compensate for adults not protecting us in the way Poe talked about in the poem. The fact that we can never feel safe anymore and that we are haunted by these shootings shows how scary the parallels are. That, and the moment we do feel safe, something like a code yellow happens to take you out of the illusion.
I never thought about that.
Thanks for the idea.
No problem.
Notice as the girls are talking, and Miss Turner gets up to go monitor them.
Girls, how are your papers coming along?
I just figured out my argument. I'm using Annabelle Lee and the Raven.
I'm looking at poems. Nothing is speaking to me. Poe is so depressing and angsty. Too angsty for poetry, even.
Shouldn't you be further? You got this assignment in last class. It was homework to find poems and a thesis.
Sorry, we were just talking about the code yellow. It's a little weird. These things don't happen very often.
Kate, I told you, there's nothing to worry about. I'm sure they would have told us if something was wrong. We'll call off the lockdown soon.
She looks down at her watch.
The lockdown has only been going on for 5 minutes, girls. I mean, really, just try and give it a couple more minutes. They'll announce it's over soon.
Miss Turner goes back to her desk.
While she was lecturing us, I think I figured out my thesis. The idea you gave me helped a lot.
Oh, share your doc with me. I'll look at it. You know my email, right?
What is it?
While Kate reads out the email, Grace types it into her computer.
Kate 2002.
Kate is cut off by bangs outside of the school building. The bangs should sound like someone is trying to break their way into the school building, but more inconspicuous. The room should go eerily silent, with all the attention on this noise. Kate and Grace look at each other in slight disbelief, and Miss Turner gets on her phone to text other teachers in the school. After a couple moments of silence, the students start to whisper to each other. The room is full of murmurs. Both girls are shocked.
What was that?
I don't know.
This isn't a drill.
I think I'm gonna text my mom. Screw Turner's phone policy.
Students around the class start to get antsy with the situation and are starting to get worried about the lockdown. Starting from this point, students should start to secretly take their phones out and text their families about the lockdown. The students should also start to talk to each other and whisper to each other about the lockdown. Both Kate and Grace get out their phones to text their parents. Miss Turner, putting on her brave, neutral teacher face, gets up to the front of the class to address them. Chaos hasn't ensued yet, but panic is starting to set in.
Friends, listen up. This is important.
Great, here we go.
I have been talking with the other teachers and the principal about the lockdown, and Principal Robinson told me what's being said in the office. He didn't want me to share this with you, but I think it's important for you all to know what's going on. Apparently, there have been some threats made from a former student, but they were not discovered until just before this class started. Principal Robinson said the school has everything under control, so we don't want you to be too worried.
Multiple students raise their hands to ask questions, including Grace. Ms. Turner seems mentally exhausted by the panic within the students, but wants to address their concern anyway.
Grace, what is it?
Are the threats credible? Like, is somebody actually trying to kill us?
All students' hands come down. It is obvious they were all thinking the same thing. Ms. Turner takes a moment to think about the best, most neutral way to answer.
I don't know. Like I said before, the school should have everything under control. If you would like, you can text your parents to tell them what's going on, although I'm sure the office is drafting an email to tell them all of the details. In the meantime, try to continue working and try to keep the noise level down. If I hear anything else, I'll let you guys know.
Miss Turner, I get what you're saying, but this fear we have isn't something you should just dismiss. We could be in a lot of danger right now, and all you're doing is telling us that nothing is going to happen, instead of preparing us for someone to actually come in here. And
Kate, I think that's enough. Get back to work. This is due next class, and I expect it turned in on time.
Miss Turner goes back to her desk.
I think Miss Turner is being too delusional right now. Does she not see how much danger we could be in? I think we're all still too delusional to see the danger in this situation.
That, or she's just as scared as we are. I mean, people go into denial when they're scared.
Yeah, I guess. Grace, do you think we're in danger? I can't believe this is even a possibility. Not here.
I'm not sure, but I do know that we have to prepare for the worst. Should I text my sister too? I don't want anybody figuring out from the school. I mean, they're probably going to send out lies anyways.
Maybe. It's up to you.
I think I should. If somebody came in here and shot me, I'd want to say bye to everybody. I'd tell everybody how much they mean to me.
A realization hits Grace.
Kate, what if we never see our parents again?
Grace, please don't talk like that. The situation hasn't gotten that bad yet. A shooting is the most extreme thing that could happen.
But it could happen, Kate.
Sorry. It's just scary to think about.
I know, I get it. I think we're all scared.
Yeah, except for Turner.
Kate, what if someone is here?
In that case, we have to plan ahead.
Kate looks around the room to see what she could use to barricade the door.
We could use a whiteboard to barricade the door, or Turner's desk. Both used together might be more sturdy.
We could start a line of tables that start from that door over there and end at that wall. Hopefully it's long enough, but if we could somehow prevent any amount of pressure from bursting through that door, we could be safe.
That's a good idea. We need to cover the windows too. The window shades might not be enough. Or if we needed to, we could shatter a window to get out. Luckily, we're close enough to the ground.
Kate, I just realized.
What's wrong?
We're on the first floor.
And?
If they come through the front, we're screwed. We'd be the first they'd see.
Grace starts to comprehend how dangerous of a situation they're in. She starts to hyperventilate.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Kate, we're gonna die. You always see this in the news, but you never expect it to happen to you.
Hey, calm down. If someone does come in here and we aren't thinking rationally, we will die. So let's calm down and not hyperventilate, okay?
Okay.
Now, who here looks like they could fight?
Oh my god, are you seriously considering having people fight somebody with a gun? I mean, we're children.
So you keep saying, but we have to grow up fast, Grace. When things like this happen, we don't have the option to be children anymore.
Are you sure?
We either go down fighting or we go down hiding. We might actually win a fight. So, who looks like they could fight?
Grace looks around at her options.
I mean, any of us could fight with the right weapons. What could we even use as a weapon?
Kate starts to go through her pencil case and pulls out some items.
Well, I have some scissors and some pencils. And, oh, my water bottle. I just filled it up so it's extra heavy. If someone got hit in the head with this, it might actually knock them out.
Kate's phone goes off and she reads the message. Kate reports what it says to Grace.
It's Morgan. She's in another class and wants to know what's going on. She said her teacher told them that if someone does come to kill everyone, he would do anything to protect them. That he would take a bullet for them if it came down to that. Apparently, he's standing by the door with the baseball bat. Well, at least we know some teachers are in denial like Turner is.
This doesn't feel real. It feels like I'm in some crazy, delusional, bad dream that I just want to wake out of, but I can't.
I know. And all of this is happening in a school of all places. We should be safe here, not in danger of being killed.
Yeah, and I read an article in Global Politics about how our entire generation has anxiety over these shootings. Like, I know I can't go anywhere without mapping out my emergency exit strategies or figuring out what a good hiding place is in case I can't escape.
Me too. After seeing all this stuff in the news, it's weird going anywhere. It feels like I have a giant target on my back constantly. Like someone could come and shoot me whenever they wanted to, and no one can do anything to stop it.
I never realized how scary this stuff is.
It takes experiencing it to understand how scary these shooting situations are.
Miss Turner gets up from her desk.
Class, how are we doing? Is everyone doing okay? I know this might be a little scary, but I think it's best if we just take some deep breaths and just try to take our minds off what's going on. I think we should take some time to discuss our poems so that we can get multiple perspectives on what some possible interpretations are. Grace, would you like to start?
I really don't feel comfortable working right now.
Why don't you give it a try?
Okay. I'm using Annabelle Lee and The Raven.
Two great works. Although you did go for some really dark and twisty poems.
Miss Turner chuckles at her own joke and looks around waiting for laughter at the joke, but receives worried stares back.
All right, Grace. What's the thesis for your essay?
Well, the idea is a lot more complex, but the shortened version is I wanted to talk about how post-fascination with all of the death in his life haunts him. This idea is pointed through some textual evidence I found, and well, both poems are so different that it brings two perspectives on this one idea.
Great idea, Grace. I like the use of literary elements and textual evidence. Sounds like the start of a really good essay. I can't wait to read it.
Well, I was inspired by some similar current events with all the shootings going on. A lot of people are haunted by the death we are surrounded by. I think a lot of people in this class know what I mean.
Nods of approval are scattered among the class. Miss Turner can tell she is losing control over the situation.
Thank you for your input, Grace. Anyone else?
Growing agitated, Kate throws her hand into the air.
Kate, what is it?
Why are you treating this like a normal class period? I know I'm not supposed to call people out like this, but can't you see? We are scared. We're scared that someone with a semi-automatic gun is going to come storming in here and shoot us all, and there's nothing anyone can do to stop it. We're sick and tired of having this fear, but no one seems to want to do anything or even acknowledge the validity of this fear. So now we're in the same situation as many students before us. I know you're just one person. I understand that, but I want you to admit that fear is an okay response, and that we don't have to mask our fear in order to be complacent. Tell us that we shouldn't be ashamed of these fears. Tell us that children should not have to go through anything like this. I mean, come on, Miss Turner. Can't you see? We're just kids. We don't have the capacity to deal with trauma and anxiety like this while still trying to function like normal teenagers. I should not have to go about from talking about college to planning my escape strategies in preparation from when someone decides to come and shoot me. Please, Miss Turner, I'm begging you just to see the point of view of a bunch of terrified teenagers who just want to be reassured that it's okay not to have the ability to cope like a normal adult. Please.
The room goes silent. Miss Turner ponders Kate's proposal for a moment. Tension should be at an incredible high at this point. Miss Turner speaks with a raw tone.
Just as scared as you are, Kate. These things aren't just scary for students. You have to realize that. But as an educator, it's my job to make sure you all feel safe, disregarding any feelings I may have about what's happening. I didn't realize how scared you are about these issues. Forgive me if I didn't respect your feelings because of that. And I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to grow up this fast. It's unfair for you all. I wish it wasn't like this.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear.
Miss Turner, do you think we're safe?
I can only hope. Don't think I wouldn't protect all of you if it came down to it. I may not be the nicest teacher, but you all are my students, and I care about you, and I will protect you no matter what. If you want to continue working on your essays, that's fine by me. But if you want to talk to each other, feel free to let your emotions out. If you need anything, don't be afraid to talk to me. I haven't gotten any more updates from administration, but if I hear anything at all, I'll let you know.
The class is stunned by this proclamation, but after a few seconds, murmurs occur once again. Miss Turner returns to her desk and tries to continue working, but gives up to text her husband and kids.
Nice speech.
I only said what everyone else was thinking.
How long has it been since the Code Yellow happened?
Like 10 minutes, maybe 15.
Is that a long time for these things to be going on? Because it feels like it's been a lot longer.
I don't know, Grace. You have to remember, this has never happened to us before.
I know, it's like you said, we're all scared. Kate?
Yeah?
Who would do something like this?
Like what?
Who would wake up and decide to go shoot innocent people? Who does that? How does someone do that? And why is this something the government doesn't think is important enough to take action on? I don't get it.
If I knew, I'd tell you. It makes no sense to me either.
Should I start on my essay?
Why didn't you outline it first?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I can't even think straight right now. I'm just trying to keep busy. I don't want to keep thinking about how serious the situation is.
Do you think writing would actually help?
I don't think so, but I just get creeped out that we as children have the same perspective as a creepy old man.
I don't know what to say to help.
You never had to tell your friends how to cope with the fear of being shot in school.
Maybe it's good we haven't heard anything.
Well, it's making everything scarier.
Another announcement is heard over the loudspeakers. It's the same voice as the first one, but this announcement is much more panicked and worried. Students, staff, this is a code red. Please take cover in your classrooms. Repeat, this is a code red. As soon as code red is uttered, Ms. Turner jumps into action and starts to close everything. Students don't know what to do with themselves, so they stand around looking for the best hiding spot. Kate and Grace stand but are dazed. Everyone is confused on how everything came to this point.
Where should we hide?
I don't know. Kate?
Yeah?
What if they come in here? What would happen? I don't want to die.
We have to hide. Grace, we have to hide.
The girls seek shelter in one of the downstage corners of the room, huddled together to protect each other from any incoming bullets. A single spotlight should focus on Kate and Grace, with the rest of the stage lit in eerie red. Pounding noises come from the hallway periodically, and the distant sound of gunshots can be heard. Dialogue should be in hushed tones from this point forward, while the girls can be seen trying to muffle their sobs.
Is that what a gunshot sounds like?
I think so.
Is Miss Turner by the door? She said she'd protect us.
I don't know.
I'm scared.
I know. I am too.
Kate, if something happens, if they come in here...
No one is going to shoot us today.
How do you know that, Kate?
I don't. I'm just trying to have some hope. That's all we can do at this point.
There's banging on the classroom door. The banging stops after a few moments, but the room is silent a moment longer.
Can you tell what classroom they're in?
No, we just have to stay quiet.
Oh my god, Kate, this is so fucked up.
Hey, shh. We have to stay quiet. We have to be quiet so he doesn't hear us. Hey, Grace.
Okay,
Grace has no time to finish her sentence before banging is heard outside the door. Grace curls up even more into Kate's arms.
Kate, if we live through this, what will happen? How will we be able to go back to normal?
We'll be okay eventually, but it will be hard. This isn't something you can forget easily. But you can only hope these memories will fade into nothing but a distant nightmare that grows easier and easier to deal with as time passes.
I don't think forgetting is the point.
What?
I don't think forgetting this will help anybody heal.
Then how will we get better?
Remembering?
More banging is heard outside and continues subtly until the end of the play.
What?
If we don't remember what happens here, it'll keep happening again and again until shootings become so normal that nobody would think to do anything to stop them. But if we remember, if someone is left to remember, then everybody's deaths won't be for nothing. We could be the change, Kate. We could be the change you're looking for. Don't you see it?
We're just kids, Grace. We don't have any resources. We don't have any means to make change. How could we make a difference?
That doesn't matter, Kate. No adult is going to make this change happen because they have experienced school shootings like we have. We are the generation that will stop gun violence because we are the generation that has to deal with the fear of being shot in school. Our parents never had to do anything like this. They never seen bulletproof backpacks being sold. They never seen code red drills. They don't understand. That's why no one is doing anything.
Grace, I'm scared.
I know. Hopefully police are on their way and we'll be safe soon.
cry laughing, breaking the terrifying situation.
We didn't get to finish our essays. I really needed an A in this class to get into my dream schools.
Gosh, Kate, of course you'd be thinking about due dates right now.
Grace,
Yeah?
we're strong. We'll get through this. We'll find ways to cope with it. We'll write like Poe did, or we'll protest. You're right. We can make a difference. Us growing up now will give us enough resilience to make a change.
We just have to stay alive.
We have our fists. We can fight. We can charge at him if he gets in. He can't shoot at all of us at the same time. We can.
The lights cut out suddenly. A moment passes before the girls speak again.
Grace,
Yeah,
is he in here? Did someone get in?
I don't know.
You're ready to fight, okay?
I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight if we survive this too.
I love you, no matter what happens. God, if I hadn't been so naive before, I would have told you that more often.
I love you too. It'll be okay. Everything will be okay.
Grace's dialogue is cut off by the sound of screams. A gunshot is heard short after.
Dee and delighted to have you. Our characters include Liam, Adam, Brad, Sarah. All students are between 13 and 14. Liam wears an orange vest jacket that he saw in Back to the Future. He is open to all sides of debate. Adam is a Jewish boy who dresses only in button-ups. He's distrustful and scowls a lot, but he frequently employs sarcasm. Brad is a boy with a greased-up hairdo. He wears a denim jacket with the sleeves rolled up. He is madly in love with Sarah. Sarah is a 13-year-old girl who's secretly a nerd and in love with D&D. This show is set in 1985 in a small American town. It is quiet, unassuming, the ideal American dream, with white picket fence cul-de-sacs and large conjoined middle and high school building. The settings include Liam's basement and a school cafeteria. Scene 1. In Liam's basement, all the nerds are playing D&D around the table, laughing and talking indiscriminately. All of a sudden, they hear a thump on the floor. Boys, it's 8 o'clock. Time to pack up.
Oh, come on, Mom. Can't we get just a few more minutes? They're almost to the boss of the dungeon.
We talked about this, Liam. If you are going to play on school nights, you need to be done by 8 o'clock. No exceptions.
Sorry, guys. Looks like we'll have to continue this on Friday. I wish my mom would chill out. 8 o'clock is so early.
It's all right, man. We all have moms. We all know how it is.
Yeah, consider yourselves lucky. At least your mom lets you play D&D. My mom thinks I'm at the library studying Hebrew.
You can't play D&D. It's full of witchcraft. Put on some sunscreen on your way over. You'll get skin cancer.
The boys share a hearty chuckle and Adam smiles as they pack up their stuff.
We got leftover pizza. Anyone want it?
We all know you want it, Adam. Just eat it already.
If you say so.
All right, guys. Good session today. I've asked my mom to leave everything here exactly as it is, so we'll resume on Friday after school. Make sure you're here, because the party is going to need every member it can get.
The lights fade to black as the scene ends. Scene 2. The setting in the town's local middle school cafeteria. Students chatter in line and sit down at tables. A girl is standing by the wall, taking out her Lord of the Rings book.
I can't believe I lost my only friends over a book. Oh well, I guess they were jerks anyways. And at least I still have Frodo and Sam. Even if they're not real. Maybe I can find somebody with my own interests. Oh, I know. Those nerds over there. I mean, I suppose that's them. The jocks actually hit each other. Well, this might be a bad idea, but it'll be better than standing alone.
Guys, it's not even a question. Empire beats New Hope all the way. It's got better settings, better effects, and a better story.
You're just saying that because you saw it in theaters. New Hope is the original. Without it, there's no Star Wars.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's the best. New Hope is superior in every way because
Hello?
Hi?
Hi, hey, hello.
Hello.
What are you guys talking about?
Why would you want to know?
Geez, lay off for a bit, Adam. We were just discussing which Star Wars movie is best. You probably don't even know what Star Wars is, though.
What? No, of course I know what Star Wars is, and Empire is by far the superior movie.
I 100% agree.
What do you want, Sarah? Were you dared to come over here or something? Is this a joke?
No, I came over here just because I wanted to talk to you guys.
Okay, but we're the nerds. No girls want to talk to us, ever. Are your popular friends listening in on this conversation?
They're not really my friends anymore. Call it a conflict of interests.
But why do you want to talk to us specifically?
Well, I actually have a bit of a confession to make. I'm a nerd too, and well, I heard you guys play D&D and I've really been wanting to try it, so do you think I could join your party?
Wow, we were honestly not expecting this. I'm the Dungeon Master, so let me talk it over with the rest of the party and I'll get back to you. What do you guys think? Should we let her in?
How could we not? She's beautiful and she's a nerd. Like, wow.
Yikes, tone down the creepiness a bit, dude. Maybe don't make direct eye contact with her 100% of the time. Anyway, what do you think, Adam?
No way, dude. I don't trust her at all. She just lost her popular friends. It sounds like BS to me. She's probably just doing some sick reconnaissance dare for her friends.
Come on, man. What are you afraid of? Catching cooties?
Well, my mom did tell me to stay away from girls, unless they're nice Jewish girls.
Your mom tells you to stay away from everything.
Guys, chill out. Let's just give her a chance. I mean, maybe she's cool.
Regardless of who she is, we can't just let her in immediately. We all agreed when the party was started we'd have an initiation ceremony for anyone who tried to join.
What are we, a cult? Next you'll tell me she has to be judged before a council or something. I think she'll be great.
Of course you think she'll be great, dingus. You basically have your marriage proposal ready.
Guys, this is just like when you were fighting the Lich and you were arguing about how to approach. It'll take hours and you'll get nothing done. I think she deserves a chance, but Adam is right about everyone having to earn their spot. I think I know what to do.
What would that be?
Come on, tell us.
We'll hold a session on Friday like normal, but we invite her. We'll teach her how to make a character and play, and then we'll see what she can do.
Well, it sounds like a bad idea to me, but if you wanna...
I mean, the whole determination process is stupid, but whatever.
Okay, we've agreed. Now let's get back to talking to her. I mean, she's probably just had to listen to us talk since.
The lunch started. You know, you guys should really work on your whispering skills. I mean, I could hear you from a mile away.
She rolled a nat 20 on perception. Wow.
Or we rolled a nat 1 on stealth.
Anyway, I am formally inviting you to our session, Sarah. We'll teach you how to play the game and determine if you're useful to the party.
All right, cool. But I do have one question.
All right, shoot.
When you're teaching me how to play, can you explain it like a normal person?
What do you mean?
I mean, don't use your teacher voice and talk really slow, and don't just interrupt me when I ask questions. Just forget I'm a girl for a while, I guess. I mean, like, pretend I'm another nerd, since I am, even though you can't see that.
But of course, we will treat you with the utmost respect, milady.
Ew, don't insult me. Look, I don't want that either. if you're condescending at all, I'll just go back to my books.
I mean, sure, but like, you're a girl.
Oh, and what does that mean?
I mean, not anything in particular. It's just that girls don't usually do this sort of stuff. This is mainly a guy game.
And who said that? Did anyone say that, or did you just assume that?
Well, I suppose no one said it. But I mean, Liam is right. Girls like to do makeup and talk about pop stars and stuff, right?
Yeah, and I suppose all boys love to play football and fight each other all day.
I do both. Yeah.
I'm gonna just pretend I didn't see or hear that. But what I'm saying is that you guys are different from what boys are supposed to be like, so can I be different from what you think girls should be like?
I guess you're right.
Yeah, well, I am. And you know what? I know you might think I'm cool or whatever for being a nerd and all, but don't revere me as the only cool girl or something. All the other girls have their own interests and aspirations, and making fun of those is really played out.
Wow, I never thought of it that way. Man, it's like she's neutral good in real life.
All right, we'll treat you equally, as we will any girl from now on. But you still have to earn your spot in the party. Regardless of who joins, we can't just immediately trust them because trust isn't given.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I'll come to your session on Friday and you can teach me how to play. And please don't set up some ultra hard death dungeon or something. You know, like, make it fair. And for the love of God, please, 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 just put on some deodorant or light some candles in that basement or something.
You're right. You wouldn't want these dudes stinking up the place.
Brad, you're the stinkiest out of the three of us by far. When was the last time you washed that jacket?
I'll have you know, this jacket was washed 3 months ago.
Ah, gross. Anyway, see you on Friday, Sarah. Honestly, it was nice to meet you.
You two guys, you might be idiots, but I think I'm actually gonna have a lot of fun.
Wait, actually, didn't you say that you lost your friends?
Yeah, why?
You could come sit with us tomorrow. We'll teach you how to make a character so you're prepared on Friday.
That actually doesn't sound that bad. I have nowhere else to sit anyways.
Oh, great. See you tomorrow.
This is the best day of my life.
That's sad, honestly.
The lights fade to black and the scene ends. Scene 3. The lights turn on to reveal the nerds and Sarah sitting at the lunch table.
Hi guys. So you're gonna teach me how to make a character?
Oh, yeah, it should be fun. I brought the rule book with me.
All right, but I have something to ask.
What?
So I've seen all the posters outside of the game shops of all the scantily clad female warriors, and I don't really want to have a character like that. Oh, and give me choices. I don't want you making my character for me or something.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, first you have to choose what race you want to be. Elf, dwarf, halfling, human, half-elf. There's a lot of them.
Ooh, I think I'll be a half-elf, like Elrond's.
All right, sure. Then you have to choose what class you want to be. There are even more of those. You should probably know that Adam is a wizard and Brad is a barbarian.
Well, what classes are there?
Well, besides the ones I just mentioned, there's fighter, rogue, cleric, sorcerer, warlock, monk, and druid.
I think I'll be a warrior, or fighter, or whatever it's called.
Didn't you just say that you didn't want to be a scantily clad warrior?
Who said her character had to be scantily clad? Or a woman, for that matter?
Wow, for once, Brad is right about something. My character is a woman, but she is clad in fine elven armor.
All right, we'll just use leather armor to represent that. Now, what sort of weapons do you want your character to fight with?
Can it be anything?
If it's reasonable. I'll tell you.
Okay, so I want her to fight with 2 elven swords, and she has 1 in each hand. She'll fleer around her enemies and cut them to pieces.
2 scimitars. Great. Any other weapons?
And she'll be great with a longbow, like Legolas.
Longbow and 20 arrows added. Oh, we skipped over an important part of your character, which is your background.
Backgrounds?
Yeah, where's your character from? Why are they adventuring?
Oh, I got it.
I wonder what this story will be.
Shut up, man. Let her talk.
So she's a part of a royal elven family, but instead of carrying out her duties as a princess, she left the family to become an adventurer.
Nice story, but why is she half elven?
Oh, yeah. I guess nobody except her and her mom knew, and that's why she left?
All right, great. We'll put down the noble background. Now we need to determine something very important, which is your ability scores.
What are the abilities? And how are they scored?
Well, to explain the abilities, I'll start off by using the tomato analogy. Strength is being able to crush a tomato. Dexterity is being able to dodge a tomato. Constitution is being able to eat a rotten tomato and not get sick. Intelligence is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put one in a fruit salad. And charisma is being able to sell a tomato-based fruit salad. All of your abilities have certain scores depending on who your character is, and your scores determine your modifier, which you add to dice rolls using that ability. 10 is average, being +0, while everything below 10 subtracts and everything above 10 adds. Got it?
No, but I'm sure I'll get it by Friday.
Yeah, it's fine. We can go over that later. Let's look at your skills. Because you're a noble, you already know history from your education and you're good at persuading people. You have 2 other skills you can choose though. Athletics, acrobatics, survival, intimidation. You can choose any of these.
Ooh, what's acrobatics?
Acrobatics is your character's ability to do action movie stuff, basically. Dodge explosions, jump across cliffs, quick and nimble stuff like that.
Yeah, sure, I'll take that. And I'll also take intimidation.
Intimidation, really?
It's interesting, at least.
Yeah, intimidation. I don't want my character to be perceived as some dainty little elf girl. I'm tough, and I want everyone to know it.
All right, intimidation it is. This is a pretty fleshed out character you've made here, Sarah. I like it.
Thank you. I got my inspiration from Arwen from Lord of the Rings.
I hope your character actually helps and doesn't just charge in recklessly.
Listen, man, I'm the barbarian. Nothing can kill me.
No, just possess you and turn you against me.
Come on, man, are we gonna fight about the Lich again?
All right, that's enough. Here's your character sheet, Sarah. You're all set for Friday.
Cool. Thanks for doing this, by the way. It means a lot to me.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Honestly, not that many people play D&D, so the more the better, I guess. So, did your friends really ditch you?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call them friends. They were more like parasites. Mostly just used me to copy my homework anyways.
So, why did you stay friends with them for so long?
I mean, I guess I wanted to fit in. For some reason, being popular was really important to me.
So, you must have been a nerd for a while then.
Oh, my whole life. My dad is a huge nerd. He works with computers, and he has been reading me Tolkien since I was like 3.
Whoa, that's kind of cool. I wish my dad was like that. He just wants me to play football. Like I could get tackled by those guys.
What happened to, I'm a barbarian, nothing can kill me?
See, I purposefully didn't join the football team. I would crush them way too easily.
Do they always do this?
Oh, yeah, they're literally as old as their rivalry.
How are you guys still friends?
Well, the bickering is natural, but it's kind of just a phase. The two are basically brothers. And I guess I've always been a kind of mediator between them.
Wow, so you guys do have personalities.
The bell rings suddenly. The nerds all look at Sarah.
Well, I guess I better get going. See you dorks on Friday.
I've never felt so good about being called a dork in my life.
Save the gushing for your pillow, Brad. Anyway, let's get going. I have a feeling Friday is going to be pretty fun.
The lights fade to black and the scene ends. Scene 4. The light comes on to reveal Liam's basement, and Sarah and the nerds are walking in and sitting down.
I'm surprised Liam's mom didn't say anything about you, Sarah.
He's probably just as surprised as you guys were. You guys don't really talk to girls.
Hey, maybe we talk to a lot of girls.
Not from all the way down here, you don't.
Ooh, sick bird. I'm starting to like you.
All right, guys, settle down. Let's get started. We have pizza and soda on the way. We're going to be here for a while. Last session, the party was hired by the Trade Prince of New Haven to investigate disturbances and disappearances of the city's guards within the sewers. The party battled giant rats, a huge spider and her offspring, and had a run-in with the local thieves guild. The thieves shown in an abandoned trapdoor that no one ever uses, leading down into what they called a dangerous tunnel. The party decided to go into the tunnel and discover the unknown. What will you do?
Keep walking down the tunnel.
I suppose we have nothing else to do. I keep walking with Brad. That's Brad's character, a dwarf barbarian, which he had the wonderful idea to name after himself. I'm Theligorn, a high elf wizard.
As the two of you walk down the tunnel, you are suddenly stopped, as from a chute above, a figure falls to the floor. Sarah, would you please introduce your character?
Oh, I didn't think I'd be introduced like this. My name is...
You have to roleplay. You're not Sarah anymore, you're whoever your character is. What kind of voice do they have?
Oh, okay. I am Phelan, warrior and adventurer.
Great to meet you, Phelan. My name's Brad.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Phelan. I am Theligorn.
Before we go any further, let me describe how the party got here. Unbeknownst to the party, they had spent longer in the sewers than they realized. Days had passed, and the prince feared that the noble adventurers had perished like so many before them. Trying his luck again, he hired Phelan when she offered forth her combat skills. Phelan took a different route through the sewers, where she fell through a chute and met the party.
Would you like to join us on our adventure, Phelan?
I would be honored to join your company, noble Bryad.
Excellent. Although I'd say Brayad is in my company, not the other way around. This is great. This Phelan can walk ahead of us and take the brunt of any traps or monsters we find.
Cowardly, but I guess.
Now with a new member, the three of you descend down the tunnel as it slowly inclines downward. Echoes of people and other creatures can be heard from above in the sewers, getting quieter as you go down. Along the walls of the tunnel, you can see spiders and rats scurrying about. Suddenly, you see that the tunnel comes to a dead end with a large hole in the floor, where reflected golden light shines through.
Ooh, I walked to the end of the tunnel and looked through the hole.
Peering over the edge of the hole, you are looking down into a vast cavern, filled to the brim with piles of gold coins, gemstones, and various ornaments. The opulence of the treasure is almost blinding. As far as you can see, the chamber is completely uninhabited.
Come here, look what I found.
I'd give my all the ale in the world with that.
Imagine the scrolls, the magical artifacts I could purchase.
Well, let's go in there. Phelan jumps into the room.
Me too.
Wait, the fall will kill you. Oh, fine. I cast Slow Fall on me and my companions.
As the three of you slowly descend into the cavern, you land with a large thud on the stone floor. Suddenly, a great whoosh is heard as from the dark shadows of the cave, black wings unfurl and green eyes open. A dragon, black as night, rises from the treasure and attacks.
We have to get out of here.
I can't fight this. We're way too low level. How could a dragon even get down here?
Wait, that's it. How could a dragon get down here? I walk up to the dragon and I slash it with my sword.
Roll to hit.
Natural 20!
Woo! You hit, but as your sword passes through the dragon, you notice that the skin shimmers. In a minute, the entire dragon disappears as the illusion fades. Well, guys, I think she earned her spot. What do you think?
I never would have thought of that. You're in.
Oh, yeah, in the world.
I better join this party. You guys really need some help if you were just going to abandon all that treasure.
Speaking of which, the treasure is yours, as you were the first adventurers brave enough to see through the illusion. However, this is a literal cavern full of gold. You can't just put it all in a bag and drag it up.
Well, how much can we carry?
Well, Adam does have a bag of holding, so I'd say about 200,000 gold pieces.
Oh my god. Let's go buy all the in the world.
Boys! I mean everyone. It's time to go home.
Aww.
Aw.
Congratulations, Sarah. You're a part of the party.
Keep making puns like that and I'll probably reconsider my position. Oh, and by the way, I hope you all learned a valuable lesson.
What would that be?
The D&D isn't gender exclusive, you airhead. It's not exclusive to anyone.
I mean, she's right. In fact, maybe we should put up posters around school. I mean, who knows how many nerds are in our classes?
Who knows how many people need to be saved from the popular kids?
I think if you give it a try, literally anyone will have fun playing D&D.
You're muted.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So welcome. Thank you very much for all of you who showed up and those of you who have been watching. I appreciate that. Apparently, for some reason, it's possible that school Chromebooks weren't able to watch it live. So the recorded video is on live on the YouTube page right now, so you can go rewatch all of your greatest moments as you want. So we already gave a big shout out to Anna, Ali, Zoe, and Sierra, as well as Sarah for their the cast of For Amy. So big shout out to you guys, great job. Also a really huge shout out to Samantha, who wrote the We're Just Kids, and Noor and Nyla and Mags, who did an amazing job in the show We're Just Kids. Also the D&D, I spent some time playing some D&D with in my younger lives, as did some of the people in the audience. If you would like a little treat, check out the description in the recorded in the recorded 1X. There is a link to the virtual program. Included in that is also a D&D cast sheet, which is pretty fun. From Miss Baker, who had to go to office hours because it's Friday and teachers teach all the time. Thanks to the cast and crew and support Reagan Arts by watching the Cabaret coming up in January, because this was our rough draft in terms of how are we going to do a production during COVID. The arts are important. This especially is important because it gives students an opportunity to say hello to each other, and not only that, but to participate in a shared experience. This is student voices, and these are student concerns. So I want to say thank you very much to all of our cast members. So cast members, can you all please turn on your cameras so we can give you a round of applause? These are our cast and crew. Turn them on, turn them on, turn them on. Big shout out to all of you who did an amazing job. If you guys don't want to turn on your cameras, you don't have to, but you're all welcome to do so. I am a big fan of all of you guys. Have done an amazing job. There's a lot of hard work went into this, writing, directing, everybody who put in some time, put in some effort. You guys did an amazing job. Thank you all, and thank you all for watching. Pass it on. We're gonna be back in here for January for the cabaret. Crew, great job. Cast, amazing job. And everybody else, thank you for being here. If anybody's got any other, if you guys want to participate in stuff, come and check us out. If you want to be a part of the Reagan production crew, we meet on Wednesdays. And other than that, have a great day. Everyone turn off your cameras one more time, and we will see you guys all later. Have a wonderful day. And if you guys have any questions, concerns, if you are worried about something, reach out, because as you see, you guys got a lot of stuff on your mind, and we want to hear about it. If you need help, if you got questions, if you need somebody to talk to, your teachers are here, the staff is here, your friends are here. And we love you and we care about you, and we all want to be together. We all want to be with each other. One last note, if you're 18 years or older, vote. Don't put it in the mailbox, put it in the drop boxes, or show up early voting, because decisions are made by people who show up. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. Be well. And if you have any other concerns or anything like that, you just let us know. But really, a big shout out. I cannot stress how great this was. And go Huskies. Have a great night.